To find where two curves intersect, we simply solve simultaneous equations. So we get 1.5 plus sine 3 theta must equal 2, in other words sine 3 theta equals half, and therefore 3 theta equals pi by 2, or 5 by 2, 5 pi by 6, sorry, or 5 pi by 6, and we could keep adding solutions, but they're going to be outside the range. We've got the two we're looking for anyway. So theta equals pi by 18 and 5 pi by 18. Those are the two theta values. We're asked to find the coordinates, but r is always 2, so it's 2 comma pi by 18 and 2 comma 5 pi by 18. Now the area that we're going to find for part B, we've found these 2 points of intersection, so we're going to integrate this curve between those two theta values, and then we're going to integrate this curve between those two theta values and do a subtraction to be left with the shaded bit in between. In actual fact, the red bit we don't need to integrate because it's a sector of a circle. So we're going to find out what that is. It's basically the integral, it's half r squared theta, so half r squared is 1.5 squared plus 3 sine 3 theta plus sine 3 theta squared with respect to theta, and that lot gives us, when we chuck everything in, gives us a half. Now we've got 1.5 squared is 2.25, so it's 2.25 theta. 3 sine 3 theta must have come from minus 9 cosine 3 theta. Actually, I don't know where that 9 came from. I'm differentiating rather than integrating, so minus cosine 3 theta. Now sine squared 3 theta, using the cosine 2 theta identity, is going to come from half theta minus 1/6 sine 6 theta. That's by writing sine squared 3 theta using the cosine 2x equals cosine squared minus sine squared, and sort of doing all the usual stuff. We're going to go from pi by 18 to 5 pi by 18. Now I'm going to whip out a calculator, and we get the answer to that. And from that we need to subtract the red bit, and the red bit in the diagram above equals, let's say it's from pi by 18 to 5 pi by 18, so it's 4 pi by 18 of a circle. 4 pi by 18 is 1/9 of a circle, so 1/9 pi r squared, which is 1/9 pi times r squared, which is 4/9 of pi then, and that we're going to subtract. So getting back to the whole thing, we type that in and we get, for the blue bit, we get 13√3 over 24, and then subtract 5 pi by 36 in total.